Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Patty, the Dazzling Diva. I'm a part-time reseller on sites such as Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And what I have for you today is another episode of Vlogmas. And today I'm going to be focusing on the 5 things that I'm going to do to double my sales next year. I'm going to go over what my numbers are so far this year, and then how I plan on doubling it. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so first let's look at my numbers for this year. Did 14,245, profit 8,657. The fees are real. You gotta remember that on eBay. I was doing promoted listings. I am steady. I was doing it at 8%. I have steady declined, and I really want to get away from promoted listings with the new changes that are coming up in January. They're already started actually, and they're retroactive. Where they're going to start charging you if your item is clicked on, even if that person doesn't buy it. If someone buys within the 30 days, then you're going to get charged a promoted listing fee, which is ridiculous in my opinion. So lots of fees, and then Poshmark is 20%. My favorite place to sell on is on Mercari because the fees are not as much, but an extra $8,600 is not bad for part-time reselling, and it is better than having a part-time job. I can do this whenever I feel like it. I don't have to do those 15-30 minute breaks to eat and all kinds of craziness that happens when you're working these part-time jobs. I do not miss having to have a part-time job. So I sold 848 items, listed 1231, and this is another part of what I'm going to do to double my income next year. Part of the high number of listings versus what's sold is I like to do mystery boxes. And so when you're doing mystery boxes, at least for me, I want to list as much as possible to get my money's worth with the mystery box. So here are the 5 things that I'm going to do to get my inventory or get my profits up. First, I've been talking about this a lot in the latest videos, and I'm getting my room set up for that now. It's do live selling. I think that is a great way to get rid of some of the items that are in these mystery boxes that are worth selling, but you're not going to get a whole lot for them. What I've seen a lot of resellers do on the platform is that they will take those items to buy, sell, trade stores. We do not have any of those stores either in my area because I do live in a small town, or the town that's next to me. I think the latest one is maybe an hour away. We did have a Plato's Closet, and then it wasn't a clothes mentor, but it was another type of store. We don't have that anymore. So for me to do live selling with these items, it's a good way to practice. I'm not expecting to make a whole lot, so that way I can start it lower. Maybe get some people into the live sales, because even with the bread and butter, I like to wear Old Navy. You have people that do like to wear the bread and butter items. So if you have a bread and butter live selling, then you're still going to attract people who like that item if you are starting the items off at lower. And my plan is to start on Poshmark first because I'm used to selling on Poshmark. It's easy as far as shipping. When I'm watching these videos for Whatnot, there's the different rates and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure once you start, it's not difficult. But for me, never doing live selling before, I think it's better for me to start with a platform that I am familiar with. The second is buying better inventory. Even though I'm not going to stop buying the ThredUp fabric boxes and the other type, Goodwill Blue Box, things like that are fun, not expensive. The risk is that you're only going to have like maybe 3-4 items in the whole box that is worth listing. And so what I want to do is get some mystery boxes from sources like News Source, is a Petite by the Box, things like that, where there are brand specific mystery boxes. Because although those mystery boxes cost a little bit more money, you could make more money with that. And also, because they're brand specific, I know that I can sell, like if it's Made Well or J. Crew or something like that, if the items do not sell, then those types of items I would possibly send in to ThreadUp, or like I was talking about earlier, try them out in a live sale just to get my recoup my money back with those boxes. So I will want to add those in with the other fun type of boxes that I get, and I think that'll help raise my average selling price as well as add to my profit. Third is I do watch resellers that buy from live auctions. I would like to start buying from live auctions, especially as far as jewelry is concerned. I do like wearing selling jewelry. It's easy to store, doesn't take up a lot of room, and that is a area that I want to learn more about, especially to know the more valuable types of jewelry. Some people also make a lot of money with getting items that are a little bit more fragile. That gives me anxiety, so I'm I'm not going to be buying like the vases and other things that are breakable, because every time when I have to ship something that's breakable, I'm thinking to myself like, why did you buy this? You're going to be freaking out the whole time that you are packing this up. But knock on wood, I haven't had anything break yet, so let's hope that I'm not jinxing myself. So I do want to get in that. And along the same lines is estate sales, because although in my area there are a lot of estate sales, there are estate sales in towns over like Savannah, Augusta, towns, things like that. So I do want to get into estate sales as well. I do love to watch the videos when they're going to estate sales, and although some of them, I don't know if I can stay in there. It's just like, oh my gosh, like, is this everything? Did people live like this, or did they bring stuff from storage to put in the house? Like, sometimes it's just too much, but you can find a lot of good stuff at estate sales. So I want to add that in next year. Number 4 is taking some sourcing trips. Because the bins that I have, the price is good, but the quality of the items is not that great. So I would like to maybe go to the Ashton bins, other ones that are just not as far. I was going to go to the one in Columbia, but I read a review for it, so I don't know. If anybody's been to the Columbia bins, let me know below how it is, because when I read the reviews for it, I was like, I don't know if I want to go to those bins. So I do want to do more of that type of thing, going to other towns. I'm not that far from South Carolina, seeing what their thrift stores and things like. Although I did go to Hilton Head for my birthday, and it is some thrifting there. Wasn't too impressed with Hilton Head, and I thought for sure that I would find a lot of good stuff in Hilton Head. It wasn't that great, but they did have a Goodwill boutique, so maybe that's why the Goodwill there didn't have that great of stuff, even though it was priced up. Maybe they put everything in the Goodwill boutique. I had been to like 3, 4 thrift stores at that point, so I wasn't wanting to go in boutique. I was hungry. I was ready. I was ready to go, but I might check out the Goodwill boutique next time that I'm back there. But I do want to do some things like that, and also go into more like consignment places. And the thing I like about consignment shops is that everything is pre-approved, or else they wouldn't put it in their store. So you're not going to have to worry about a lot of flaws, things like that. And if you're having a good sale, then you could get a good deal on name brand item. My sister she buys lots of great stuff. She's not a reseller. She buys it for herself, and she gets a lot of great stuff from consignment shops. So those are the 5 things that I would like to implement. Thus far, I just thought about it quickly what I wanted to do. I was looking at my numbers. I was putting in everything from sales, and just thinking about what I wanted to do, what my goals will be for next year. And those are the 5 that I came up with really quickly. So let me know, what are your goals for next year? Even if you're not a reseller, what are some things that you have for next year? Because in addition to my reselling things, I'm an avid reader. I don't read as much as I used to, so I want to put that in there. Start a reading journal, get to where I read more. My job is about to change, so I'm going to have to be in traffic. So get some audiobooks in to help with my reading numbers. So let me know below what your goals are for next year. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure to check out my Vlogmas playlist, as well as a playlist for what sold videos, tips and tricks, and hauls, any of those types of things that you like. It's all below in the description. Hope to see you again soon. Everyone have an amazing day.